It's one thing to get a deal, and it's another thing entirely to make big boy, big girl money in this business. And if you want to do that, there's something that you need to do, and I want to explain it really, really quickly on this video. And that is, you need to retain the customers that you sign, and you need them to grow with you. Okay, it's great that you know how to sell. If you finally get your first deal, awesome. But if you're here to make a dent, if you're here to make some actual money, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 per month, if you think you're going to do that, you have got to retain your clients and you have got to have them grow with you. And there are specific ways to do that. There are specific ways and specific things that you need to avoid. Okay, and by the way, this is coming from somebody that has done both. I was somebody that I would get a deal and I would kind of just do a little bit of work with them. I'd close it, get the credit card, and I was on to the next thing. And I was always chasing the next deal, because that's the thing that I liked. And I realized that when you do that, you are going to experience churn. Now, the beautiful part about this business is you do not have to do all these soft touches like you do in SEO and websites and all these different services. It's not that you need to send a report every Friday. It's not, okay? The way that you retain a client in this business is you make sure that they make money. Let me repeat that. The way to retain a client in the lead gen business, in the local lead gen rank and rent business, is you need to make sure your clients make money. Because if they do not make money, they will cancel. I don't care if you have a 6-month contract, they will try and cancel the contract, or at the end of the contract, they're gone. Okay? I don't care if you have a 12-month contract. I don't care what you have. They will eventually cancel. I don't care if the client doesn't check their books and their marketing. At some point, they will cancel. And I've had clients do that. I have signed them up for 6-month agreements. I've dropped the ball. And here's the tricky part, okay? Just because you send them leads does not mean they're going to stay with you. You could tell them, hey, I'm going to get you X amount of leads at the minimum, and you could get them those amount of leads, even though I don't like to say that. You could do exactly what you say you're going to do as far as numbers of leads. But if they do not close deals, they will cancel. So the tricky part is there's this fine balance between you want to go and you want to grab clients, you want to go and you want to close deals, but you got to be selective. Number one, you have to be selective about who you work with, because if you talk to a business owner, you call a business owner, even if they're already spending money on advertising, which makes them a decent look, decently qualified person, okay? But when you call them, you can tell they are not good on the phone with people. They're not a hustler. They're not somebody that's going to close deals. That is going to affect you, because at some point they're going to realize, hey, I'm spending $2,000 a month and I am not making money from these leads. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to blame you. They're going to blame your leads, even though it's not your lead. That's not the problem, okay? So what do you need to do? You need to make damn sure that business owner is going to have the ability to close jobs, or you need to make it your problem and say, hey, even though it's not really my deal that I can't close the jobs for you, I need to tell you a couple of things that are going to help you close deals, because unless you make money, this isn't going to work very long. Okay. And that might mean you need to teach them a little bit about sales. That might mean you need to tell them, hey, it's probably not a good idea to just quote a deal over the phone, because you need to go and shake the customer's hand. You need to go and gain their trust, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So number one is making sure you're working with the right customers. Okay. You have to do a good job qualifying these people. And here's the key. Just because somebody is willing to give you money does not mean you should take it. Just because they're willing to do your deal and buy your leads does not mean you should take the deal. Okay, that's the truth. Because if you want to scale, that customer needs to not stay with you for 3 months. They need to stay with you for 5 years. Okay, they need to stay with you for 10 years. So number one is you have to retain clients. And number two is you need to make sure that these clients, they grow with you or you grow with them. So what I mean by that is you need to make sure when you're qualifying these people, they are hungry to grow. Because what I've found is that when you do get a couple of these type of growth clients, right? You land a deal, you do your job, they're closing deals, you're sending them leads, everything's happy, whatever, everyone's good. The easiest way to grow is to take those clients and these hungry clients, get them results, and then say, hey, what do you think about the next city over? Hey, what do you think about opening an office in that city? What do you think about us doing another site for this other service? You do concrete flat work? Great. Or flat work, awesome. What about doing a site for decorative? Okay. What about that other business you told me about? The easiest way to grow is getting one client and adding 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 lead gen sites to one client and just expanding with that one client. And it's done by making sure it's the right client, over delivering on that deal and making sure they make money. And guys, I'm telling you, I spun my wheels. I think that's how you say that. Spun my wheels. Yes, I think that's correct. I did that for years, and I tried, with SEO, that was the problem, right? Is you're doing what you got hired to do, but they are not actively, they can't connect, hey, I'm making money from this amount of spend. And even though with lead gen, it's much more black and white, hey, here's the leads, here's the money, they have to make, if you want them to stay long-term, they have to make money. So yes, it is your problem. Guys, you want to scale, make sure that you retain your clients by choosing the right clients, okay? And make sure that they grow with you by choosing clients that are hungry to grow.